Hello, dear students. Today I'm going to discuss the anatomy and structure of the human digestive system. I mean, your digestive system and my own digestive system. Once a writer said that the human body is an incredible machine. Okay, and one of the parts of that incredible machine is your digestive system. So let us start. Your digestive system starts with the mouth and ends at the anus. Okay, and the first part of your digestive system is what? One. You could locate the one. It is your mouth. I usually say that the mouth is that part of your digestive system where the lipstick is applied by the girls. Okay, and sorry to say, there are certain boys as well who utilize the lipstick, but this is not our topic. This is the topic of the social scientists. Okay, we have to continue with the structure. Well, the next part is the second part of your digestive system, and that is what? Your oral cavity. This is what? The oral cavity. Okay, and above this cavity is present the nasal passage. What? Nasal passage. So here the nasal passage and the oral cavity and nasal passage, they are connected here at what? The pharynx. Your pharynx is that chamber where your your oral cavity opens, and your nasal cavity opens, and your eustachian tubes, they open. Okay, and the ducts from your eyes, they also open, and your windpipe, I mean your larynx, that also opens. So this is the common chamber where all these tubes, the ducts, they open. What? The pharynx. This third part is what? The pharynx. Okay, this is pharynx. Here is what? Your mouth. This is your mouth. So let me write what? Mouth. This is what? The oral cavity. Okay, this is nasal passage. Nasal passage. This third part is what? It is pharynx. It is what? Pharynx. And this one is epiglottis. Epiglottis. Okay, epiglottis is that part of your body which doesn't allow the entry of the food material into the glottis. Okay, are the larynx. Okay, this is larynx. Okay, fifth part is what? Larynx. This sixth part, this one is what? Esophagus. Okay, esophagus is the part of the digestive tract which brings the food material. Okay, the bolus, which is engulfed by you after the mechanical digestion in the oral cavity, by the peristaltic movements, it brings the food material into your stomach. Okay, so here the peristaltic movements are the peristalsis occurs, and the food material enters into your stomach. The food material cannot go back by virtue of what? The cardiac sphincter. This here is what? Cardiac sphincter. You have already studied the structure of stomach and its functions as well. In that lecture, I also explained the functions of cardiac sphincter. Here is the cardiac stomach. Cardiac stomach. Why do we call it cardiac stomach? Because it is near the heart. It is in the vicinity of the heart. Okay, that's why we call it what cardiac stomach. And here is the pyloric stomach. Pyloric stomach. Pyloric stomach. The food material after the digestion in the stomach, it is converted into a semi-solid food material. Okay, and that is known as chyme. What? C-H-Y-M-E, chyme. Okay, and the chyme moves from the pyloric stomach into the 11th part. The 11th part of your digestive tract is duodenum. D-U-O-D-E-N-U-M. Duodenum. Okay, this is the 11th part of your digestive tract. The food material moves from the 11th part into the 12th part, and that is what? The jejunum. What? Jejunum. Okay, from the jejunum, the food material moves to where? Ilium. Okay, so I may remind you people that you studied the digestion in oral cavity, and then you studied the digestion in stomach, and then the digestion of the food material in duodenum and jejunum, and afterwards the digested food material is absorbed. That moves from one word to the next word. That is what? From the lumen of what your digestive tract, it moves into the blood, and now it is ready to be provided to different parts of the body. Okay, so the 13th part of your digestive tract is what? Ilium. Here is what? Ilium. Ilium, where the absorption of the digested food material occurs. From the ilium, the food material is absorbed, and the rest of the food that moves from ilium into the large intestine. The large intestine. Okay, it cannot go back again from the large intestine to back into the ileum. It cannot go back. Why? Due to the 30th part, which I have labeled here. The 30th part, it is what? Ileocolic sphincter. Ileocolic sphincter. Okay, this sphincter doesn't allow the backward movement of the food material from the colon into your ileum, right? Sorry. This colon here, it consists of two parts on your right side. Okay. This part is known as what? Cecum. What? Cecum. C-A-E-C-U-M. Cecum. And cecum is connected with a blind duct that is known as what? Vermiform appendix. Vermiform appendix. Here you can see this one is what? vermiform appendix. Okay, I have labeled it as 16th part. It is what? Vermiform appendix. Okay, the food material can get into the cecum but not into the vermiform appendix in case of humans. In case of rabbit, in case of many other mammals, it can get into the vermiform appendix, but not here in case of the humans. Okay, here no more digestion occurs. Sometimes if the food material gets into the vermiform appendix in the humans, then what happens? It becomes swollen, and the disorder is known as what? Appendicitis. Appendicitis. What? Appendicitis. Okay. And we have to get it removed by surgery, and you can live without this vermiform appendix. The food material moves from here to anterior side of the colon. I mean upward, you can say simply. And this is known as the ascending colon. As the food material moves upward, from the right side in your colon. Okay, so we call it what? The ascending colon. What? Ascending colon. Ascending colon. Here is this one is what? Ascending colon. It moves upward, I mean towards the anterior side, I should say, and then skirting the whole digestive tract, a whole intestinal duct, it moves towards the left side of your body. From the right side, it moves upward and then to the left side. Okay, below your stomach. Okay, and it skirts the ileum and jejunum as well. Okay, like this, you could see. And this is known as, I have labeled it 13th part of your digestive tract, and it is what? Transverse colon. Transverse colon. It is what? Transverse colon. Transverse colon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the food material moves from the left side towards your posterior direction, and it is descending. Okay, taking into consideration your upright posture, the food material is descending down. Okay, so taking this sense of descents, you call it what? The descending colon. Okay, and then after descending, it moves towards your rectum. I mean, this is the descending colon, suppose, and here it is bent. Okay, it is bent, and this is known as what? Sigmoid colon. What? Sigmoid colon. Here is the 19th part. What? Sigmoid colon. Okay, now the sigmoid colon leads into your rectum, where after the absorption of all the minerals and the water and digested food material, the roughage are the fecal material which should be given out of the body, that is stored here in the stomach, in what, the colon. I'm sorry, the last part of your large intestine, that is what, the rectum. What? Rectum. Okay. The kids, they cannot control their, they cannot control their fecal material. Okay. Why? Because their nervous system is not as mature. Okay. So their fecal material runs out without control. But in case of the young ones, the undigested food material which is to be given out, the fecal material, that can be controlled for some time, due to what? Due to two sphincters, due to the presence of two sphincters. One sphincter, there are two sphincters at the end of your rectum. One sphincter is formed of intestinal muscles, or the smooth muscles, and the outer one is formed of, that ring-like structure is formed of skeletal muscles. Okay, so in this way, the food material is the undigested food material is controlled for some time, and then as it is filled, the message goes to your brain, and you come to know that it should be given out, or that process, that process is known as defecation. Ladies and gentlemen, your digestion cannot be carried out without glands. There are some glands which are present in your stomach. Those are known as what? Gastric glands. You can watch that video which I have shared in the YouTube channel. In this very channel, Sagheer, Biologyteacher Sagheer. Okay, and you stated the functions of the gastric glands comprehensively in that lecture. You also stated the digestion in case of duodenum, and you stated the functions of liver and functions of gallbladder. So here is the 22nd part. 22nd part, it is what? Liver. Okay, it is the largest gland in your body. Here is the bladder. It is known as gallbladder. Okay, from here, the gall, or the bile, which is stored in the gallbladder, that moves into the cystic duct. Okay, and this is what? Cystic duct. Okay, here is the 14th one, 14th label, 14th one. Okay, here is a hepatic duct. What? Hepatic duct. And hepatic duct and cystic duct, they join together and they form common bile duct. This is common bile duct. What? Common bile duct. This one. Bile duct. Now, you have already stated, I'm again and again telling you people that you have already stated the functions of liver and a role of liver in case of digestion. Okay, I also told you people the functions of the enzymes which are produced by the 16th part of your digestive tract, and that is what? Digestive system, and that is what? The pancreas. Pancreas. Okay, here is pancreas. Okay, Uh, you stated what the pancreas consists of two parts, and those are what the exocrine pancreas and endocrine pancreas. Okay, we have stated the functions of exocrine pancreas when we were discussing the digestion in duodenum. You remember? Well, here is the 17th label. 27th label is what? The pancreatic duct. It brings the exocrine secretions from pancreas, and these are brought into this duct, and this is known as hepatopancreatic duct. What? Hepatopancreatic duct is formed by common bile duct, which comes from liver and the pancreatic duct, and it opens into hepatopancreatic ampulla. There is the hepatopancreatic ampulla, which opens into the duodenum, okay, and here the digestion occurs, and this is all about your digestive tract and the associated glands. If you have understood in a big way, I mean comprehensively, then you must share to your loved ones so that they may understand how nature has devised the mechanism of digestion of your food material by which you can live. Okay, thank nature, thank Allah, and send this video to your loved ones. Best of luck.